93 Boxing. I'm back with another video. I hope you can hear me. I'm outside. Obviously I'm busy, but I'm trying to get in a video here. Deontay Wilder, or Eddie Hearn rather, was talking about Deontay Wilder, and there was a video released a few days ago, maybe a week ago, where Eddie Hearn, he was in New York, and he was trying to make a point that Deontay Wilder is not a big name, like no one really knows him, and that if you speak to people in Anthony Joshua and ask people in the public who's Anthony Joshua, most people will be able to tell you who it is. And you know, it's true. I agree with him. He asked two people on who Deontay Wilder is, and they had no idea. I don't know about if you know this, if you're in the States and you know this, right? But in the UK, you pretty much can ask anyone, and whether they're into boxing or not, they know who Anthony Joshua is. Anthony Joshua is a huge, huge name. Anthony Joshua in the UK is doing almost what Canelo's doing in Las Vegas. I mean, he's that big. Everyone knows Anthony Joshua. Everyone. He's marketed heavy. The difference, Anthony Joshua is the biggest name, full stop, in the UK. Bigger than everyone by a long way right now. I know he didn't do too well in his last sales for the Takam fight, but he's a big name. And Deontay Wilder, I don't think people know him like that. And if you think about it, right, it's a shame. Eddie Hearn did say that, and keep in mind, I'm not someone who, excuse the bus, there's the one next to me, but I'm not someone who looks into Eddie Hearn and thinks, yeah, this man is talking the truth. No, because most of the time he's talking shit. And that's the truth. So I'm not someone who buys into Eddie Hearn's shit all the time, but this time he's kind of right. And he also said that if Eddie Hearn promoted Wilder, he'd be a bigger name. And I think he would. I think he would have been a bigger name. He said the way Wilder is, the way he talks, the way he walks, the way he does things, the way he fights, his looks and everything, he would have easily been a bigger name. I mean, am I wrong? Like, and look, I don't want to put race on one side here, but you got Anthony Joshua, right, the 6 foot big guy, and I think being black, especially in America, from all these fighters that we've seen, a lot of people don't like black people, but they can get attention. Being famous and being liked are two different things. Floyd Mayweather was not liked, but he's famous, he's known. And you know, that's just an example. Deontay Wilder, like Andre Ward, people, I don't know, I wouldn't say he's a famous guy, but people don't like him, okay? I think partly it's because he's black. I've seen racial comments about him, especially him, which is unfortunate considering that he is one of the, I say, kindest people in boxing, that, for what it seems like. Deontay Wilder, right? He probably isn't liked because he's black, and I personally think that way, in America at least. He could be promoted heavy though. Whether he's liked or not, he will be known. I mean, look, no homo, but he looks good, right? He's good. There's a presence about him when he speaks, I mean, and if you think about it, right, a heavyweight champion, the WBC heavyweight champion, is not promoted. Out of all the American big names, right, Deontay Wilder should be one of the top big names in America, but he's not. Let's look at all the divisions, right, roughly, and see all the big American name fighters. You go from the lightweight, very, very small weight division fighters, there's not that many. You might have Abner Mares and whatnot, but you know, in welterweight you got Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Sean Porter. They're names. They're big names. I would say Danny Garcia and Errol Spence, they're quite big names. They're selling a lot of arenas in New York and whatnot. You go to Charlo's. I don't know if Charlo's that big of a name. You have to let me know if he's that big of a name, because I'm not from the States and I don't know. I don't really know if he's that big of a name. He's known amongst hardcore boxing fans. I don't know if he's known amongst casuals. You know, you also have people like Adrian Bronner. He's definitely a big name. I think his stock might have dropped in his last fight. You got Mikey Garcia and whatnot. You move up slowly to the division. You got Badu Jack again. Like, he's being promoted well. He's known, but is he that big of a name? I don't know. Deontay Wilder, there's a lot about him that is interesting, exciting, but he's not that big of a name. He's not a big name like Danny Garcia. I mean, Danny Garcia did more than he did, but still, man, this is the heavyweight American champ of the world. I don't know why he's not promoted that heavily. Deontay Wilder is not promoted properly at all, and I feel sorry for him. Lou DiBella, whatever his name, is not doing his job, man. Seriously, think about it. It's sad, man. It's really sad because he should have been one of the biggest names by now. One of the very biggest names. Even if he didn't fight good competition. Look at Triple G. Like, people can say, right, it's because he's black. And I agree, he's black. That's why people don't want to promote him and whatnot. HBO and all that. I've seen they're like promoting white fighters. But the thing is, just because someone's hated doesn't mean they can't be promoted. Deontay Wilder could have been promoted. He could have. By now, he should have been. He's over 30. He should have been one of the biggest names, one of the very, very big names in boxing. Top 5, easy. You know, top 5, I would say Canelo's the biggest name. Number 1. You probably have like Danny Garcia within the top 5. You probably have some other guys. You should have. I mean, how's Triple G a bigger name than Deontay Wilder? Before Triple G is a bigger name than Deontay Wilder before Triple G fought Kell Brook. I think. No? Let me know if he was a bigger name then than Deontay Wilder is now. But yeah, I kind of agree with that. And one thing about Lou DiBella is, like, he was asked, I think by Boxing Ego, why would you not want to fight Dillian White? And he goes, well, who is Dillian White? Who gives a shit about Dillian White? I don't care what Eddie Hearn says. Because, you know, he was asked that, Eddie Hearn's saying that if you beat him, why didn't you can get a shot at Joshua or something like that. He goes, who? I don't care what Eddie Hearn says. Look, man, there's a certain things that you have to go through. I mean, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. It could be that Dillian White's pretty much a known name in the States, which is very possible, because we in the UK, I think we have a skewed perspective of how good someone is in terms of big names. So let me know how big Dillian White is in the States. And I personally think he should just do it, man. Like, seriously, because it will just shut Eddie Hearn up. I want to see them, right? I like Anthony Joshua, but I want to see him shut Eddie Hearn up. And I'm from the UK. But yeah, let me know what you think. Don't forget to comment down below. Subscribe to my channel, 93 Boxing, and I'll be out. And by the way, also, yeah, I mean, I'm busy, but keep checking out my channel. There will be videos here and there. Every week, I'll try to get at least 6-7 videos. I mean, it's difficult right now, but yeah, I'm out. 93 Boxing, I'm back with another video. I hope you can hear me. I'm outside.